Okay, I need to know, what are your first 3 thoughts on this bag? 1.
Good size. Good color. I like it.
Great thoughts. I have the same. Let's check it out. Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming and joining me today. My name is Abby. Today we're checking out the Louis Vuitton Noe BB bag. I'm so excited to bring you this piece because this is something that I really didn't know how much I would like it until I got it in, and I think you might feel the same way with this piece. So make sure you stay tuned until the end. We're gonna do a try on, what's in my bag, all that good stuff, but without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this bag. All right, friends, so before we get started, I just wanna say a huge thank you to all of you. You guys subscribing means so much. I love building this community with you guys here. It has been a lot of hard work keeping these videos going, but you guys have been such an encouragement and a blessing along the way. I know there's been so many changes and growth as we grow and do things better, whether it's lighting or equipment, or even just how the videos are brought to you guys. You guys just being encouraging has been such a huge blessing. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for being here and your support. So if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe below. And if you are looking for authentic pre-loved handbags, accessories, all that good stuff, you can check out my website. So I've got this question a lot. Yes, some of these bags are for sale. Some of them are my personal collection. So if you want to know what's going to be available for sale, just subscribe at the bottom of my website. The website is abbymbags.com, abbymbags.com, and you'll be notified when new arrivals go up. But I will give you a little bit of a surprise or close-up of what's coming if you follow me over on social media as well. I can kind of share there a little bit sooner, so make sure you check it out over there. But without further ado, let's just really dive into this bag today, and I want to talk with you about some of my preconceived ideas of this piece compared to what happened when I actually got it and what I was expecting versus what I got. So let's dive in. First of all, this is the Noe BB. So you guys were so right. Some of you had actually told me that this was the best size, and I'm going to be honest with you, I agree. So maybe it's right now that I'm just very over the moon about it. I've got a hair that just completely blew in my face. So sorry. But I absolutely am loving it. So the size of this is around the, it's the mix of kind of like the mini with the petite. But what I really love about it is it has that same structure as like the GM and obviously like the mini ones and different ones. Now the petite kind of has the same look, but it has that look of our classic Noe and the strap of the classic Noe, but it's longer. So I love this long adjustable strap, and the size, I think it's my favorite right now because I was really craving another Noe in my collection. I didn't have one for a little while, and so I didn't have a Noe in my collection. And then this beauty finally came in after waiting about a month. It got caught up in some of the mail and transit and all of those things. But I love the size, and right now in life, the size is so perfect. I kind of have my everyday plus some items, which we will talk about what's in my bag and all of that. But I also love the strap length. It is just, everything is just hitting perfectly right for right now. As you may know, I have little ones. I'm a mom of 6 actually. So I've kind of done all the different diaper bag things, and I've done the daily carry. And this one really hits right now perfectly for those needs of just a couple additional items for the kids if needed. So we don't currently have like any in diapers or anything, but sometimes I might have a couple extra granola bars or snacks, and so this has been a really good option for that as well. So we will talk about, like I said, what's in my bag, but I wanted to go ahead and share with you some things and key pieces you might want to know. So first off, we have the strap that is adjustable, and this is longer than the regular Noe strap. I will post in the description all the measurements for you guys, but the things I wanted to share with you are date codes. So if your bag's going to have a date code, it's going to be on either side of these leather pieces right by the D-ring, and you have to kind of pull it down a little bit to see it. Sometimes the stitching is really close, and so it's tricky on Noe's to find that, but that's where you would find that. Additionally, you're gonna have a heat stamp right in the middle of your leather strap and on one of the sides for your heat stamp on the bottom. The other one is usually like your maiden on the other side, and the one says Louis Vuitton. So that's where you're gonna find those things. I know a lot of you ask about the leather bottom. You guys, this is something that is kind of you're gonna love it or hate it. I really personally love it. So like I said, I'm a mom of 6, and honestly at first I thought I would hate it, because there's leather on the bottom, there's no feet, and I know some people want to add that to their bag, but I personally really enjoy it. I've never had an issue with it. I've never found it to be cumbersome or misplaced, and so it works really well. Yes, you do have to be aware and more careful with that, but it's just kind of something to keep in mind. So we also see with this one, it does have that top Noe pull strap. I will also post the measurements for the top of this one as well, because on the mini is quite a bit smaller than this one. This one is nice and wide, more similar to the petite Noe, but again, it is still a little bit smaller. So I will give you the measurements on the length on that as well. Without further ado though, let's just dive in, do a what's in my bag, let you check out what fits inside, and do the try on, because I'm so excited to share with you how this bag fits. I think you're gonna really love it. All right, so before we dive into what's in my bag, I wanna give you that close-up of the heat stamp and date code, because you guys know I wanna help you locate those things if you need to have a third party authenticate, or if you're looking to buy a pre-owned bag, or just if you wanna know where they are. So this is, like I said, the Noe BB, and on most Noe bags, you can find the date code over on one of the side straps. Now it can vary from which side it's printed on, but you're just gonna pull down the side a little right here just to be able to see if it's printed. Now, if you have a vintage piece, I just want to let you know, sometimes it is faded or hard to read, and it actually can be even stitched in a little bit farther on that piece of leather, but you're just going to find it right there as you pull it down. Let's see if I can get that to focus on the camera. It's kind of tricky to get to focus because it is imprinted on the actual leather. So the other thing I wanted to show you was the heat stamp on the bag. Both sides have that strip of leather, and when it comes down here on the Noe, that is where you can find that heat stamp on either side, and it's gonna be right there on the bag. The other thing to note is the heat stamp on the strap. So if you're looking to locate it, sometimes this can actually be rubbed off because it's used a little bit more with that location than others. So it'd be right there on the end of the strap. One thing I do like to do on my Noe bags over time is definitely condition them. If you have seen my video on how I clean and condition my bags, I share there with all the cleaning supplies and whatnot. I also do have linked below some of my favorite Amazon affiliate links for cleaning products and some of my handbag favorites. So make sure you check those out. They're listed below as well. But without further ado, let's check this out, because I want to share some details with you guys today, as well as that what's in my bag. The measurements on that strap are also going to be posted, so if you need to see that, make sure you check that out as well. Okay, so today we do not have an organizer in here. Yes, you could use one, but I actually really am loving this without the organizer right now. And this is a lot of my essentials. Again, you can find my on Amazon. I have those listed below. I actually have this pouch in here, and I didn't get my stuff in it. So I was just going to put some of the kids, like I have my daughter's little bars that I put in here, and even some of the packs of gum, just to kind of keep them organized. I have two, obviously, like the same ones. We love this pure gum, but usually I have the little like bubble gum plus this one, and this was just kind of helping keep it that much more organized. So that's just the little vintage Chanel pouch that goes in there. Like I said, I did toss it in there and I didn't get the gum in there. A hair clip, my phone, and the vintage pouch that I'm using for my wallet right now. This Toiletry 15, you guys know, I try to keep these on the website as often as I can for you guys because I use them all the time. This is just the catch-all. If you've seen my videos, you guys have probably seen this like a million times. I absolutely love this. Am I gonna get another one? Maybe someday. I've had multiples, but for some reason, this is the one, I don't know, that I've come back to. So I will show you too how I lay this out and how we put everything back in just a second. So sunglasses, and this is the more compact case, as well as my keys. So let's go ahead and pack the bag and kind of talk about layout. So this is a very square shape. I do really like the layout of it. It makes it so easy to put your items in. This one actually could go either way, but the pouch is in there and the way things just line up is absolutely satisfying to be able to fill it. So as you can tell, those sit really nice. Maybe you can. It's kind of dark. There we go. And they just line up so well. So let's get them lined up and then show you what that looks like. It makes it really easy to use, and honestly, even for your keys, you don't feel like you're gonna lose them. I know there's no pouch in there, but I find that this is really easy to use. I can find everything. I don't feel like I am digging around for it, but that square shape of the Noe just keeps everything sitting right there. So let me know, what's your favorite size Noe? Have you guys used the BB? Do you love it? Do you not? Have you ever switched out the straps? I don't think I would, maybe for the monogram strap that I have, but I'm just absolutely loving the look of this. So let me know, and let's go ahead and do the try on. All right, friends, so this is how the Noe BB fits on. Like I said, it is such a cute look. I absolutely love the size of this, and you can wear it crossbody as well. The strap is adjustable, and I am 5'5" for reference, and I'm on the very last setting, I believe, for the strap. Like I said, I will post the measurements for you guys below, but let me know. I'm curious to hear from you guys. What's your favorite size Noe? I'm absolutely loving this one right now. It fits so perfect for those items I need everyday carry, and just a little bit extra if I want to take those things with me. So thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you follow me over on social media if you want a sneak peek on when bags are going to be posted on the website, as well as special content. I love hearing from you all, and I'm so glad you came to join me today. So until next time, bye friends.